Hi, estate planning attorney Brian Barboza here, and today I'm going to discuss how estate planning can help and protect your family. Before we get started, if estate planning is something that you are interested in talking more about or interested in pursuing, please feel free to give me a call or go to my website, barbozalaw.com, and you can book an appointment to meet with me for free through my website. All right, how can estate planning help your family or protect your family? There's kind of two components to this. First, you have during your life, and then you'll have post-death. So during your life, estate planning, and first to give you a little general overview, estate planning is where you're going to create kind of a compilation of different documents like a will or a trust, a power of attorney, advanced healthcare directives, things of that nature, to come up with a plan for the time in which you are either incapacitated or incompetent or you pass away. So of course, incompetent means that you are mentally unable to make very important life decisions, to manage your finances. This usually comes into play when you have either a severe traumatic brain injury or you have a severe case of Alzheimer's or dementia. Of course, being incapacitated means you are in a coma, you're on life support, kind of end-of-life decision-making time, and then of course being passed away is after you've died. So while you're still alive, what an estate plan will do is, for instance, you will pick a power of attorney for healthcare decisions and a power of attorney for financial decisions. And how this helps your family is that, number one, if you become incompetent or incapacitated, by having that estate plan and having those powers of attorneys in place, you can avoid having to go through what's called a conservatorship. A conservatorship is whereby a court action has to be filed because you are no longer deemed able to make decisions, and since you haven't appointed a power of attorney, the court has to assign a conservator to manage you and your financial affairs. And this can be a very, very tough time for your family. It can be expensive. It can be very traumatic because there could be a difference of opinion between your family members, and they can start kind of fighting over the decision-making process. So by having the power of attorney in place for someone to make your financial decisions in the event you're unable to, or make important healthcare decisions in the event you're unable to, it protects your family from the cost of a conservatorship as well as the infighting that can occur when it's decision-making time. In addition, an advanced healthcare directive is also a very important tool that's going to protect your family, again, from making a very difficult and emotional decision and from infighting. And that is in the event you are on life support and it's a decision needs to be made whether or not you should remain on life support or not. By having an advanced healthcare decision already made, let's say you've chosen not to remain on life support and it's in writing, then the decision's already made for your family, and they don't have to go through that very difficult struggle as to whether or not life support should be turned off. Of course, half your family might think it shouldn't be, and half your family might think it should be, and that could cause a very, very large rift between your family. Okay, so that's during your lifetime how estate planning can help and protect your family. Now, after you pass away, estate planning, primarily through the use of a will or a trust, will also protect your family because it will, number one, guard your property from, if it's in trust, your property will remain in trust, and it will guard that property from, let's say, creditors of your beneficiaries and things of that nature. But it's also going to distribute your property to your family in a manner in which you wanted it to occur, and most likely you chose it to be distributed to your family that's in the best interest of your beneficiaries, given their unique personalities, or maybe they may have some issues with money or issues with other things that coming into a large sum of money could be more problematic. So you've created an estate plan so after you pass away, your beneficiaries get a certain amount of money or a certain property, and maybe they don't get it all at once. You're giving it to them over time, spread out in increments to help maybe protect them from themselves. You don't necessarily want a 21-year-old kid coming into a large sum of money because they probably won't be mature enough to handle that large sum of money. So that's one way estate planning will protect your family after you pass away. In addition, most likely, if you're married, one spouse will pass away before the other. So the estate plan also protects the surviving spouse, in that the surviving spouse will be able to maintain the property, live off the property, live off the income that the property produces, and then the property will be distributed to the heirs or to the beneficiaries. So then you and your spouse, your estate plans will also protect each other, whichever one survives the other. So that's another way your estate plan will protect your family. So it protects your spouse, it will protect your beneficiaries. And that's it. That is how an estate plan will protect your family during your lifetime, and how an estate plan will protect your family after your lifetime. That's it. If you do have more questions and you want to talk about estate planning, please feel free to give me a call or go to my website, barbozalaw.com. I'd be happy to talk to you for free. And as always, thank you for your time. I hope you got something out of this video, and thank you for watching it. Have a good rest of your day.